Hey, good morning, y'all. Fat Man on a mission here, and not the normal hype and excitement, not about to do a 5K. This is really just more of an informational video. As any of y'all know, I make no bones about or don't try to hide the fact that I'm a big guy. I'm a fat man on a mission, and you don't title yourself something like that if you ain't fat. Now, I've come to embrace it. Please don't send me letters telling me not to say things like that, because facts are facts. Doesn't make me worth any less as a human. Doesn't make me irresponsible, stupid, dumb, ugly, any other stereotype. It just means that I've got a lot of extra adipose tissue and I'm trying to do something about it. But what I'm here to talk to you about today, pardon me, I got to get my water, trying to stay hydrated. Hopefully you are as well on your Friday. But I get a lot of questions from folks, particularly folks of size, asking me how I do different things, because nobody really likes to talk about it. One of the things I can tell you that is a very unpleasant situation for anybody once you start to get even just a little bit overweight, going to shop for clothes is no longer fun. And probably at the bottom of the list is shopping for shoes. You know that you need something, you know that it needs to be comfortable, it needs to support your weight, but let's face it, we're usually so ignorant, we don't even know the questions that we need to ask or what we exactly need to look for. And that was my situation as well, and so I would usually just go to the local big box store or to a discount shoe place and just find something that I thought could get on my feet. And that led to a lot of problems. Not only my size, but having poor footwear just led to a lot of problems. Plantar fasciitis was the big one. And it was getting to the point that I could hardly walk at work. And I decided I have to do something about this. So I got going, looking around online, looking specifically for shoes for plus size people. And I stumbled across this company called the Healthy Feet Store, and this is not necessarily a commercial for them. It's just something I found that's helped me on my journey, and so if it'll help me, maybe it'll help you. So I found the Healthy Feet Store, and first off, customer service was second to none. The people spent a lot of time with me on the phone, understanding my problem. I told them about my foot pain, told them about my excessive size, told them that I was starting to train for 5Ks, was on my feet a lot. All of this, and what they came back with was a recommendation for this shoe right here. And I'm sorry, this one's dirty. Hey, I use them. And like I say, it's not a commercial. But this is called the Monterey Bay. It is by a company called Orthofeet. And you can look up this either at the healthyfeetstore.com. It's a company based out of San Diego. Or go to Orthofeet's. I just found out they have their own website. And they're based out of New Jersey. Go either place. You can buy them from either place. Prices are comparable from either one. It kind of depends on who's having the sale at that moment. But here are the things that I like about this shoe. First off, if you are of any size, you know that bending over long enough to tie a shoe is a pain in the butt. If you've not stretched out, it hurts in the hamstring. It can hurt in the back. All of that, you always have to get into some weird, awkward, contorted position. And so what I did before I discovered these shoes was I would just try to step into my shoes. I would leave them untied enough that I could just turn any shoe into a slip-on. Well, that does a couple of things. One, it doesn't give your foot the support it needs. Secondly, you begin to crunch down on that's called the spur piece until eventually you've broken it down and you're getting no support back there at all. So what did Orthofeet do? Well, they invented this thing called the BioFit, and these are Velcro closures without having to look like a 4-year-old with Velcro shoes. But these are awesome because, let me show you this. You tie it just like a normal shoe. You can either have somebody help you if you need it, tie it while it's on your foot, or you can just set it here on the table, tie it, make sure it's good and snug. And that is the last time for a long time that you're going to have to tie this shoe, because here is the cool part. You just release that, and the shoe, you just like any other shoe, you can open it up. And I'm going to move this camera here so you can see this, but don't pay no attention to the dirt inside. But let me see, where is, there it is. Look how wide you can get that thing opened up. And that's another thing I like about this shoe. They actually have them in extra wide width, so that as your arch collapses, that foot has to go somewhere and it goes out. So trying to find shoes that are wide enough for us bigger people can be a challenge. So anyway, you've got this, you can get this open very wide, and then once it's on your foot, all you do is take this, pull straight up. If you can see those laces, watch this, everything's loose. You pull straight up, it tightens everything all the way down, and you just bring it, lay it over, lay that Velcro right there, and it's sealed. And here's the neat thing, it doesn't look like your 4th grade son's Velcro shoes. It looks like you're still an adult and still get to wear normal shoes. The good thing is, if you have problems, maybe a stroke or anything else, they have these closures on either side so that you can adjust them from either side, and it makes it a lot easier to put on shoes, makes them very comfortable. You don't have to worry about all the gasping. It doesn't become a production. And like I say, these are actually some pretty nice looking shoes. Normally better looking. These have recently gone through mud on a trail run and all of that. I do need to wash them. Apologize for that. But look for these. This is the Monterey Bay. It's made by a company called Orthofeet. You can check them out at orthofeet.com. You can also check them out at the Healthy Feet store. Both of them great companies. By the way, the Orthofeet, I found out that the reason they came into being is one of the founders lost his leg in war during the Yom Kippur War, and he needed to figure out something to do for orthotics and all of that. They make a full line of inserts, orthotics, shoes, and it's not just tennis shoes, although this is what I do all of my training in and what I do most of my races in. I'll alternate sometimes with the Brooks Beast, but this is most of it. They also make dress shoe designs that still have that easy closure on that. Again, I can't speak highly enough about the company. They're not paying me anything. This is not a commercial for them. People just ask, and so this is what I tell them. It gives you good support. It's a good stiff shoe. It's got good support, and what that did for me, this is my own story. 2016, starting to train, starting to get ready for 5Ks in a job that I had to walk a lot. I was getting to the point when I first got out of bed in the morning, I could hardly stand, and I would hobble along. I ordered these shoes. They were about $119 at the time. They've not changed in price. They're still the same price they were 3 years ago. It was a little expensive, a lot more than going to those discounted shoe stores, but I guarantee you it will help you out to invest a little bit. I digress. Anyway, so I got these shoes. I am not kidding. Within 3 days, my pain was gone. And I have not dealt with foot pain a single day since from normal stuff. Now, when I go gonzo and I do 3 or 4 5Ks in a day, yeah, my feet are gonna hurt. I'm fat. That kind of pounding hurts your feet. But I can tell you, just normal everyday stuff, get in touch with this company, Orthofeet or the Healthy Feet store. Talk with them about your foot issues. Let them get you set up with what you need. And hey, let them know a fat man sent you. Do something. But hopefully this will help you. Like I say, a lot of folks ask me those questions, and so I wanted to pass it on to you. Hope you have a great Friday. Stay hydrated. I'm going to try to get in a few more 5Ks in some counties near me this weekend. They won't be sanctioned, but because these counties don't have races, I'm just going to go try to knock them out while I stick close to home. I will talk to y'all later. Hope you have a great one. And here comes that famous internet poke.